Imagine standing at the crossroads of your dreams and hearing that maybe, just maybe, you're not strong enough. That was the story of a young Rodrigo Hernandez, a kid from Madrid who dreamed of playing football at the highest level, but was cast aside because he lacked the physicality. It all started in a small community town called Villanueva de la Cañada in the city of Madrid, where he was born. At the age of 10, he started his career at FC Rayo Majadahonda, where he met the Hernandez brothers, Lucas and Theo, and built a strong relationship with them. And just a year later, in 2007, Rodri, alongside the Hernandez brothers, joined the Atletico Madrid academy. Fast forward to 2013, while the Hernandez brothers went on to flourish in their careers, Rodri was released by the Atletico Youth Academy because he lacked physical strength. At the time of his release, Rodri measured about 1.84 meters in height and indeed lacked the physicality for his role as a midfielder, but that didn't stop Villarreal from noticing his technical abilities and signing the youngster. In 2016, after 2 more years as a junior player, Rodri made his La Liga debut for Villarreal in a 2-1 away loss for Rayo Vallecano. In no time, he grew up to 1.91 meters and miraculously, he started to grow physically.
I had a late growth. My DNA was late growth, so yeah, when I became, I think, 18 more or less, I just started growing. I was like this, and I just started growing like that.
His improvements in his physicality, combined with his technical abilities, helped him break into the Villarreal first team within 2 years, making 31 total appearances in the 2016-2017 season, and 37 La Liga appearances, while missing out on only one due to multiple yellow card suspension in the 2017-2018 season. He had established himself as a key figure in the midfield. His performances were a blend of elegance and grit, and not only did he provide defensive stability, but his passing range and decision-making were also exceptional. That season earned him a senior international call-up, in which he made his debut for Spain in a 1-1 friendly match draw against Germany. In the summer of 2018, Atletico Madrid came with an offer to bring back Rodri to the Metropolitano for a fee of 20 million euros, which was accepted by Villarreal. Rodri, now back at his boyhood club better than how he left, immediately found his footing and made his debut in August in the 2018 UEFA Super Cup, playing the first 71 minutes of a 4-2 extra time win over city rivals Real Madrid. He was now seen as the caliber of player Atletico needed to control the midfield, and he proved his importance to the club as he made 34 La Liga appearances, with the club finishing second in the league. Rodri was a perfect fit for Atletico's style. He wasn't just a holding midfielder. His intelligence on the ball allowed Atletico to transition quickly from defense to attack. He was the link between the defense and the forwards. His passing accuracy, dominant aerial battles, and his ability to dictate tempo of the game drew interest from clubs, most notably Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, who saw him as the perfect replacement for their aging midfielder Fernandinho. And in July 2019, Manchester City met the terms of Rodri's £62 million release clause, enabling him to buy out the remainder of his contract with Atletico and leave the club. This transfer was a new record fee paid by Manchester City. As a former football player, his new manager Pep Guardiola saw in Rodri a reflection of his younger self and was ready to help him even discover the best of his abilities. Under Guardiola, Rodri evolved into one of the world's most complete midfielders. His role as a holding midfielder allowed City to dominate possession, but he also played a crucial part in breaking up opposition attacks and controlling the tempo of the game. But Rodri is not just a defensive midfielder. His technical abilities allowed him to join attacks, and he became a reliable goal threat from long-range shots and set pieces. Rodri made his debut in the 2019 FA Community Shield, playing the full 90 minutes as City won on penalties against Liverpool after a 1-1 draw. He made his Premier League debut against West Ham 6 days later in a 5-0 away win, and on September 14, he scored his first goal in a 3-2 away defeat against Norwich. Although the tempo of the Premier League football didn't really suit him due to his lack of pace, he still had an impressive first year in the 2019-2020 season, as Manchester City finished second in the Premier League, while he made a total of 52 appearances across all competitions and found the back of the net 4 times, one of which was a crucial header which turned out to be the winning goal against Aston Villa in the EFL Cup final, handing City the trophy for the 3rd consecutive time. The following season, Rodri's place in the team became increasingly secured, fulfilling the title of Fernandinho's successor by giving a consistent performance week in, week out, making 53 total appearances, scoring twice and making 5 assists, with the citizens going on to win the Premier League. He proved himself to be the most important player to the club's success, and this was confirmed by Pep Guardiola himself after excluding him from the 2021 Champions League final against Chelsea, to which they lost 1-0.
With him, we're a better team. No doubt. The amount of things he helped us to do is irreplaceable, I would say, right now.
The 22-23 season came with even more success for Rodri at City, winning the Premier League title for the 3rd consecutive time and the FA Cup while making a total of 56 appearances, having 7 assists and 4 goals, one of which was a screamer he scored as his first Champions League goal in the 3-0 victory against Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals first leg, which became a goal of the season contender. On the 10th of June, he proved himself to be a hero as he gave Manchester City one of its most memorable moments in its history during the Champions League final against Inter Milan, as he scored the winning goal in the 68th minute for City to hand them their first ever UEFA Champions League trophy, and equally Manchester United as the second English club to ever complete a Continental Treble. His remarkable performance in the Champions League earned him the Tournament's Player of the Season award.
You scored that winning goal. How does it feel to have your name in history with this football club?
Well, of course, being able to score that goal, that kind of being champions of Europe and bringing the city and Manchester City into this history makes me so proud and so happy about.
A week later on the international stage, he started in both the semi-final against Italy and the final against Croatia in the UEFA Nations League, helping Spain win the final in the penalty shootout, as he scored the spot kick and earned himself the Best Player of the Tournament award. An incredible season had just become a perfect one for him, but still, he was yet to show enough of exactly how important he would be to Manchester City. In the 23-24 season, during a match against Nottingham Forest and while struggling for the ball with Morgan Gibbs-White, things quickly got out of hand and Rodri pushed him hard before the other players quickly intervened. For this, he was shown a red card and sent off, meaning he would be banned for the next 2 Premier League matches against Wolverhampton and Arsenal, which City went on to lose. Later that season, he reached the yellow card limit and was suspended for a match against Aston Villa, which City also lost. Although outside these losses, Manchester City were unbeaten throughout that season in every match which Rodri was involved, and then on the last match day of the season, Rodri scored the decisive goal, making it a 3-1 victory against West Ham to help City retain the Premier League and becoming the first team ever to win the title for the 3rd consecutive time. This marked Rodri's 50th consecutive undefeated Premier League match for City, a record that ensured his place in the Spanish national team was even more secured as the country headed for the UEFA Euro 2024 in Germany. Rodri helped Spain progress in the Euros with an outstanding tournament performance, scoring against Georgia in the round of 16 victory, and then reaching the final to defeat England 2-1 to secure their 4th European Championship, as he was awarded the best player of the tournament. With this triumph, Rodri solidified his place among the elite, a midfield general, a defensive shield, and a tactical mastermind. Rodri has proven that he is more than just a role player. He is a game changer. Now debatably the best midfielder in the world, he has been nominated for the 2024 Ballon d'Or award and stands as a strong contender to win it against the likes of Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham.
I think there are a few candidates, for the Ballon d'Or. I cannot deny how happy he would be if he could get it, but being in the, in the race, to be nominated or to win the Ballon d'Or is fantastic. For him, of course, his family, friends, but of course for Man City, for the whole organization. We're so proud of that.